What is up? Coming to you live from Nostalgic Books and Comics in San Gabriel, California. It's Dre's Geek Philosophy, the Monday edition. The Monday after the East Los Angeles Comic Book Art and Pop Culture Expo.
Yeah.
The we're fucking tired as fuck edition. I don't even know how I'm here. I can only thank our non-sponsor DDP Yoga for carrying me through. Because, man, I can speak for myself. I don't know. I can probably speak for you. Mm-hmm. We're fucking tired.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Today's show is going to be all about the cape.
I was walking really funny.
Like yesterday?
Yesterday. I was just like I was moving some stuff around and I dropped something and I'm like, that's gone.
Bye.
Like,
I'm abandoning this thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not even going to try to bend down.
Oh, cause people don't know. I mean, we were talking about comic book conventions last week, but like running a show, man. And I was literally running. If you go to my Instagram, currently it's still SoCal Clone, but I'm in the process of changing it to Dre GP podcast. You'll see the pedometer reading from my phone. 8.5 miles.
There you go.
That was a lot of going back and forth because we had our two venues. We had the indoor venue and the outdoor canopy venue, and going back and forth and back and forth. We honestly, even though we are physically and mentally spent, I had a good ass time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, you know. Like you said earlier, all that work, you know, it's kind of worth it at the end of the day because you see all these people just really enjoying themselves. And,
yeah, it's the shit that we put ourselves through.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck, man. Oh, we shouldn't do this. And then, like, day of the show, like, you see all the happy fans. Yeah. You see happy kids. You see some of the vendors are, like, really happy. And, like, you see everyone's having a good time. You're like, all right, this is why we put ourselves through hell.
Exactly.
Especially that last week is always the worst.
That's the worst. Like,
no matter how much we prepared,
something always happens. Like something always pops up.
Because I can't imagine what it's like at a bigger show. I mean, like there's probably bigger problems at a bigger show. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, maybe San Diego Comic Con runs like a well-oiled machine, but I think some of those mid-level shows, they probably have all kinds of problems. I recall one of the Wizard World shows that I did. Like they had to make a lot of changes to the program, like day of. They're like putting stickers in the program covering up who's not gonna be there.
That's pretty funny.
Or people having a new booth locations after they've already printed the program. I guess that's why, like, maybe for us making a program isn't realistic.
No, I mean,
because we're still putting everything together at the last second. We had a Cobra Kai panel.
Yeah,
we had the star of Cobra Kai, Cholo Maridueña.
About like a day
and Peyton. What was her?
Peyton List.
Peyton List. We had two of the stars of Cobra Kai, and we literally confirmed that the day before.
Yeah,
like a day or two before. It was like the Thursday or Friday prior to the show. We were like, oh yeah. We're sending Cholo, Zolo, however you want to say his name.
Yeah, I think,
We're sending the kid from Cobra Kai, the main star.
Yeah, that was super.
Not William Dabka. Sorry, Sam.
No. But yeah, that was kind of pretty close. That was pretty.
That was like last second, and then his handler was like, why aren't you? Why aren't you promoting it? I'm like, because you told us the day before. It's not like we had it like, we've made the graphic. We're just waiting to press the share button until like we're like, we don't know if this is gonna happen.
Yeah. But literally, little side story. Like I was making the graphic for that in the U-Haul on the way to pick up the chairs. Because around that time, I was like, oh. You were
literally making it on your tablet or on your phone?
On the phone, yeah.
You were making the graphic for the Cobra Kai panel on the phone while... Yeah, because we don't have a staff. I mean, like, I think bigger cons, they just pay a bunch of people to do all this stuff. The one year I did D23 as a Disney contracted employee. Oh, yeah, there's a whole company that handles all this shit. I forget what they were called. They were one of those one-name... foreman or something, and they handle it all. They tear it all down. They take the tables. They take the booths. They freaking rip the carpets out of the ground. They leave you with a naked convention center, which is concrete and cold. But yeah, we don't have that. It's us.
Yeah,
we are the setup crew. We are the teardown crew. So literally, he's in a U-Haul picking up chairs and tables.
Yeah.
Making a graphic for this, but it was awesome. Both Star Payton and Cholo were really awesome. They were super nice.
Yeah.
They were great. We got to scare the living daylights out of one of the our cosplayer friend, Utahena Cosplay, Brianna DeCoster. She has been a guest on this show. Like she had asked me like, oh, is there any way I can meet him? And then this guy right here, Pete Molina's like, all right, I can make it happen. Walked him right over to her booth without giving her a heads up. And oh man, that was common. I saw it happening, and I told my fiance. My fiance had just gotten there. I'm like, I have to go. I need to go see this. I'm like running behind you in Cholo. I'm like, wait, I gotta see this. This is gonna be hilarious. And poor Brianna, she's in the middle, like selling one of her photos to a fan, and she just turns, and then you're like, "Here's Cobra Kai,"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh fuck," she lost her shit, because she's a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
And she asked to meet him, but we didn't get. You set the terms of the meeting, like we have a limited window.
Yeah, because literally we had like 20 minutes, like 10, 15 minutes before the panel.
Yeah, like 10, 15 minutes before the panel. Like after, like she nerded out in front of him, we literally walked him right back.
Yeah.
So the panel, we got him. I got him his 5 minutes to talk to Miguel.
Yeah.
Who was the moderator? Who was another big fan of Cobra Kai. So I'm sure he was like internally screaming, but trying to maintain his professionalism.
Yeah, because I think at one point I walked over and I walked over to tell him that everyone was here, and then I told him like, oh yeah, they're here, and he just looked at me and his eyes were just like real big.
He's like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah, he's like oh, I think the morning of he came in and we were talking about it. I'm like, are you ready for your panel? And he's like, that's still happening? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, buddy. Didn't you see the graphic we put up last night? Man, just the myriad of things like people don't understand. Like it seems so simple. Hey, you just get a venue, put some tables and chairs, call up some vendors.
I mean,
just have a show.
You break it down to the basics. That's all.
That's all it is. But it sounds simple until you're actually like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
We gotta find all these people. Oh, we get to get all these tables from different vendors. Like, wait, no, we can't just call one person for tables. Like, oh, hello, I need 100 tables. I have 50.
Yeah.
All right, let me get those. Hey, I need 50 tables. I have 30.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
I need 200 chairs. I can get you 120. God.
Yeah, that's basically how it was, and.
It's not like we were calling like the week of. We've been like shopping for freaking months.
Yeah.
Can we get them on June 1st?
Yeah. A lot of that was, just I don't know, it's so weird. You think that, party supply stores, they would have different sizes of tables. Well, even when they advertise a different size of tables, I would get calls like, oh, we only have like 4 of those.
I'm like, we need 24 tables.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we only have 4, sorry. It's just, the amount of behind the scenes is just chaos.
Yeah.
Pure chaos. But I swear, as soon as 11 o'clock hit, it was just like, all right, and then people started coming in. And then the flow of the show, it was like, I have to say, of the 3 Cape shows, this is probably the most relaxed show. Once we got past the morning shenanigans of like throwing tables up, fixing a canopy so people could walk into the canopy.
Yeah, it was just one fire after the other.
I was cursing a fucking blue streak over one situation.
I was telling Rudy, I was like, when everything was done and when the final tables were taken away, I told him like there was so many disasters that we avoided and we just dodged because it was just like. There was so many little things that were like, oh, that's not good.
That's not a good thing. Oh, there was so much potential. Like, it's not like we were fraught with danger, but like, good God, it was just, it was insane. The number of like bullets that we figuratively and literally dodged throughout the week up and the day of. I mean, well, we actually had a first this year. We had our first ambulance called. I don't know exactly what happened.
So, according to one of the volunteers, some attendee,
yes,
had diabetes attack or something.
Oh, she had a diabetic attack?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's some serious freaking...
But according to that same volunteer, that she was up and fine when they were put in the ambulance, and so she was talking and everything was fine. So
yeah, I'm sure I would have been up and tap dancing to get out of an ambulance bill.
Yeah. So
because do they charge you only if they take you away, or only if they're called?
No, they show up.
If they show up, you charge all that. She was doing that.
And that was crazy because there was like 2 fire trucks and like.
I mean, I understand to a certain extent. I'm like, okay, in an emergency situation, let's just send everything: ambulance, paramedic, and a fire truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be a little bit more effective if the call is a woman fainted.
Yeah.
Just send paramedic, maybe an ambulance. I don't understand. I mean, I'm sure someone smarter than me can explain why we need a fire truck or 2 fire trucks for a woman passing out at a comic book convention.
I think it has a lot to do with maybe like just they don't know what the situation is, and they might have to like dig her out of somewhere.
And that's where you need a fire truck with all the because there's all the equipment that a paramedic or an ambulance will not have. You need the jaws of life to remove someone. You need a trained fireman to do that. That kind of makes sense. But the woman just passed out. It's not like she fell into like the canopy fell on her. We're gonna die. But that's where I don't understand.
And the worst part of it was that it was happening during the Cobra Kai thing, and like, I guess Rudy was trying to tell me something through the window, and I was like, I don't understand.
Because you're sitting in the Cobra Kai panel, you're like, oh yeah, cool, Cobra Kai panel. you're taking the one break that you finally other than running around. This guy, since he's in charge of the entire East Los Angeles comic book art and pop culture, I'm gonna just keep calling it Cape. If you can't follow along, then I apologize. This guy's in charge of the cave. He finally takes a break from running around, and people are pulling you in 15 different directions. I was trying not to bother you.
Yeah. No, it was
unless I absolutely had to.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was funny. Yeah, it was like I was just like, I'm gonna send this panel. It's our big panel, and one of my good friends is
your good friend is the moderator.
And but yeah, it turned out it was like a bad time to take a break.
Yeah, that was.
But I mean, realistically, what could I have done anyways? So
yeah, that sadly that is the stand. When I discovered it was happening, and I kind of cruised by it. I think at that point, I did have my event staff shirt on at that point. I kind of cruised by it. And I'm like, all right, paramedics are here.
Yeah,
they don't need me.
Yeah,
I'm like, I am not a medically trained professional. What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
nothing. I can contribute nothing other than give her air.
Yeah, we crossed that off the list. We had emergency vehicles there.
Emergency vehicles there. Thankfully, there wasn't enough people for the fire marshal to come over and shut us down.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you're one. If the cops had been, if the fire department had called the first year, we probably could have got shot in year one because we had too many people.
Yeah.
But thankfully, that's probably something else we should get into. The attendance was better than I know. Last year we kind of had it wasn't as big rain, Mother's Day, and it was sprinkling Saturday morning. That was it was like the lightest thing.
And you could feel the moisture.
There was moisture coming out. It was tiny. It wasn't like, oh my god, it's raining. But I was like, I kept looking up, and Enrique kept telling me, stop looking up. Don't keep looking up. I'm like, I'm holding out my hand, and there's moisture. The weatherman said 70 degrees, partly cloudy.
It was cloudy all day.
The entire day. We didn't see the sun. No. We did not see the sun all day. I still put on the sunblock because the UV rains will come.
Yeah, no, I think I got sunburned.
Oh, really?
Because at one point, like my face is really hot.
Well, you were right, dude. You didn't eat.
I ate.
You didn't eat. Rosa was like getting on me. He's like, "Why didn't you make him eat?" I'm like, "I can't make the man do anything." This is when I finally saw you like downing a burrito. I'm like, "Oh, maybe I should go eat."
Yeah. And it's funny too because everybody was bringing me food. My parents brought me that burrito, and then Joanna's sister showed up, and I guess Joanna's mom had sent me a Subway sandwich and a soda. I was like, "Oh, everyone's just sending me food."
Obviously, I kind of explain to Rose when you're in one of these convention things, eating is not high on the list of priorities.
No, it's just
But he's kind of. It's not even forget. You just push through.
Yeah.
You're just like that perpetual motion.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all. I couldn't really stop to rest because I knew if I stopped moving, my body would know. Oh, okay, it's time to rest. Hurt. And there were times where I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit with my fiance. I'm like, oh God, my legs. No, I have to keep moving. I have to keep walking.
Yeah. That's something.
As Hall of Fame wrestler would say, Ric Flair would say, the motion is the lotion.
Yeah.
You have to keep moving.
Yeah, keep moving. Yeah, no, that's true, man. Like I avoided sitting as much as I could, and because I knew it, and then I think
as soon as you sat down,
you're not getting up. You're just done. And later, it's like, all right, we're done for the day. You know?
Yep. No more. It's over.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah. And it was pretty crazy though, man. It was fun, you know.
It was a madcap show.
It really was. And it's funny because like we finally got to take advantage. I guess Jesus was showing off his air conditioner, and it was freezing cold.
Yeah, I think that was Rosa's primary complaint about the indoor section of the venue. That was a refrigerator in there.
Yeah, it was really cold.
It was like 60 something outside, so it must have been the 50, like 59 or 58 inside. Every time Rosa go inside, she's like, "I'm going back out. Fuck this." Like she didn't get to check out a bunch of because there was one table where like they had, because there's a lot of sticker makers there too. Like, it wasn't just comic books. There was all sorts of different things, and there was a sticker maker. It was all calaveras, the skull, the Mexican skulls.
Oh yeah.
They had a bunch of all these different things. Also, Joanna right here, who was running the Gordo the Teenage Flying Saucer booth at the show. I was not cold at all. I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
I felt chilly. I think after we got the event shirt, I was double layered.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I didn't notice it until I went outside. I was like, oh wow, it's really cold in there. Like,
it's cold in there.
I get that asking, and then they did eventually like
turn it down or turn it off.
Yeah,
I guess it kind of was necessary. I guess if there was a lot of people in there, and then you start getting. I guess to quote Jai Potter, it starts smelling like hot ass.
Yeah.
Or feeling like hot ass.
Yeah.
Because with that amount of people in one concentrated group, but otherwise,
yeah,
it was a fridge.
Yeah, a little bit.
But thankfully, Joanna was not cold.
No, yeah.
While she was at the booth, so that's something else I definitely want to touch on. Not only were you running a show, you released a comic book.
I did, yeah, and it's back there somewhere.
Why is it on display in your store? Wait until Wednesday.
Wait till Wednesday
to make its second debut.
No,
here? You're gonna just put it up there with the new comics. Like, hey, I have a comic too, people.
Yeah, right. Put it on that shelf right there.
Put the shelf right there.
Yeah, right.
Why not?
That's true.
It is a brand new comic.
That's true.
It will be Wednesday. Saturday's kind of like the sneak preview of several vendors picked up the book. If you go to at East or at what's the
Teenage Flying Saucer.
At Teenage Flying Saucer. Good Gordo. Some burrito place took it.
Yeah.
So did some burrito place take at Gordo?
Yeah. That's a very common screen name apparently.
A lot of people like to eat out there. Apparently.
Yeah. I've actually had a discussion with Javier about that. How he was like, when I first told him the title of the book, he was like, "Really? You're gonna do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Huh?" And he goes,
"It's like good luck."
And he's like, "You don't think that's a derogatory term?" And I'm like, "Derogatory?
It's a name."
And I'm like, "No, like old grandmas call their grandchildren that." And
like Gordo.
Yeah, like
it's his name.
His name.
That is his legal name, right?
His name is Gordon.
Gordon, but they call him Gordo. Oh, you monster!
Yeah.
Here comes the fat shamers.
Well, there's a whole gag in there later on where he just thought that was his nickname because his grandmother, his mom, called him that because he's like, "Oh, it's just my nickname." And then he realized what it was. He's like,
"You mean it's fat?"
Yeah. He's like, "Damn it!
What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but Gordo the Teenage Flying Saucer. You released a comic book that you wrote along with Miguel. Now I got his first name now. Acedo. I got his first name now, and then the wonderful art by Valeria Ontiveros. Is that
there you go.
All right,
there you go.
It's an awesome book. I got it. I already got to read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy my copy this Wednesday when he puts them on the shelf over there. I was a little busy to buy it on.
Yeah, no, it was really cool, man. We had a lot of fun, and I was saying, like before even the show started, we were just finishing up, and one of the vendors, he does his own book.
Mm-hmm.
He came over and he's like, oh, I gotta get one now before it gets crazy. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. I was like,
you sold your first copy.
I sold my first copy, and he was like, oh, you're gonna sign for me, right? And I was like, it was like such a weird moment where like I'm signing comic books, like,
like you're signing the comic book, a comic book that you helped create.
Yeah.
That you not only did you create, you also published yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, technically, right?
You are the publisher.
Yeah.
Nostalgic Comics Group.
That's right.
We are in Nostalgic Books and Comics. Nostalgic Comics Group. It all makes sense to me.
Together, right?
It all comes together. It's all one big ecosystem.
Yeah.
And you got to sign it, and then I saw you right after it. You were just like, you were so happy.
Yeah.
You had a glow about you after it happened.
It was like surreal though. Like it was just kind of like, oh, I guess that makes sense, right?
What was the joke I said? You kind of went backwards. Like you owned a comic shop, you created a comic convention, and then you made a comic.
Yeah.
Usually it's like the other way around.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I was talking to Miguel about that the other day. And we were talking about how like he's always like, it's really smart. You had the store and we have a show and we have a comic, so you have two places to promote the book and he goes, that's a really good plan. And I was like, I didn't plan that.
I know you didn't. It'll just work out.
And it did.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Quote, trademark people in it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. And you know what it was? Everything. The comic came out on time.
Mm-hmm.
The book showed up last week. You sold a bunch of them.
I sold a whole bunch of them.
You sold a whole bunch of them on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
People were happy about it. We had a good show. It's been pretty much almost universal praise for the show, except for the usual trolls. Trolls. Fuck them. Fuck trolls.
Yeah.
Ignore them.
No, it was really good, man. It's like it's a couple of things, little hitches here and there, and it sucks. It's like anything else. Like when you do something, no matter how well you do it, you always think like, "Oh, I could have done that better."
Right. No, I know how you work. Yeah. Like, it was like you were already like in our committee chat. You're like, "Oh, I already have some ideas for next year." I mean, there's always things that we can. There's always stuff this week.
And then realistically, like there's a lot of stuff that you can't plan for. Like, like honestly, like we had panels for the first time this year, and I was terrified about that. I thought that was gonna like be a disaster. Like realistically, I was just like,
panels are easy.
I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. And then I think like, we got closer to like the first panel. Man, we spent all this time trying to figure out where we're gonna line people up to get to and I was like, "There's no line."
I think the closest that we had to a line was the Cobra Kai panel, and then maybe after the cosplay one. Once the room started filling up with people wanting to see the cosplay contest, which turned out it was very concerning because this was the first year we didn't have a lot of cosplayers.
I know, that was so weird.
The previous 2 years, like we were lousy with cosplayers the previous years. We were inundated. Well, of course, the first year of the show was called the East LA Comic Con. Yeah. So, of course, that just inspires the cosplayers to come out. Yeah. But I was very concerned because at one point, the only cosplayer we had was the one that was on the only cosplayers that we had were the 3 judges.
Yeah. I know. I remember I was doing something and I noticed like a half hour had gone by and Rosa said like, "There's only 3 cosplayers here. Like, what do I do?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
I know. I was incredibly concerned. I thought, I'm like, well, I guess the last panel is going to be 5 minutes. Like, rub-a-dub-dub. Here's your Blu-rays. Yeah. Bye con Dios. No, but I don't know if you...
I saw the videos, yeah.
You saw the videos. Yeah, it worked out beautifully. All the credit goes to my lovely fiancée, Rosa Limon. Yeah, because, like, she improvised on the spot. It was like, we found prizes at the last second. Thanks to my hoarding. My hoarding of things from all my jobs. Yeah. We had some prizes, and then she had each of the cosplayers tell their cosplay history, and then actually because there were some other cosplayers who did show up who didn't sign up, and they didn't want. I don't think they wanted to compete, but because Rosa had those each of the cosplayers, Brianna DeCosta, Danny Castellanos, and Santos Medrano, all the 3 professional cosplayers talked about it and they told their stories. I think it inspired a couple of people. Like some parents had their kids come up, and this one girl who she was from a video game. I didn't realize it was from a video game. Oh, it's from Nier Automata. And she came up and she actually competed and she won one of the prizes.
Nice.
Like I don't think she thought she was good enough, but like she had handmade the dress.
Oh, nice.
She actually made a lot of stuff. Her boyfriend had made the sword that she was carrying. It was really cool. Like inherently we tap danced. With, it was a little bit of tap dance at the beginning, but them telling those stories, I really think it inspired the cosplayers who were there who hadn't signed up, and then we had this. And we had each of them come up, and then the judges talked to each of the cosplayers, or we talked to the parents because like there's some adorable little kids. There was a Spider Gwen.
That's
there was a freaking Ash Ketchum. There was the one that made me laugh the most was there was a girl. She was a Disney millennial, and she was holding a Starbucks cup, and she had like her Minnie Mouse ears and her mini glasses. It was all of her responses to the judge questions were hilarious. I was just like,
that's awesome.
It was pretty fun, and at the end, and it was pretty great. The judges and Rosa went outside, and I had to freaking tap dance for fun. Then I had a tap dance. I mean, I do it every Monday here for you guys. All of a sudden, like impromptu. Oh, you guys are going outside, so we're just going to uncomfortably be here for a few minutes. I'm like, all right. Let's do some Cape Q&A. Who has questions? It infected my brain because like last night I had a dream. We had like a seventh panel. It was just me doing Cape Q&A.
Patrick's been wanting to do that. He wants to do what do you call it? Like just basically like just like come and talk about the Cape and I was like I don't know if I want to do that.
No, it's a lot of negative stories behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants us to do some behind the scenes caping.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, there's a lot of. It comes together at the end.
To paraphrase Stone Cold Steve Austin, there's a lot of headaches, hassles, and horse shit. Happens behind the scenes.
It really does,
but it was great. Yeah, that panel came off pretty good.
No,
I did the 5 minutes of, and I did kind of the impassioned, like we don't do this for money. We don't do this. We do this for the community. We do this for fun. Like we're not here to like there's a giant profit to be had in putting together a show. No, it was. We did this because we want to connect artists to the community, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
that's what's happened each year for the last 3 years, and I feel like the majority of the vendors walk away feeling really good. And a lot of them always thought, "Oh, dude, come, I'll be back next year. I love this. This is a great show." I'm sure every year we always had those 1 or 2 vendors who were not selling or were not at their booth, and they're like, "Oh, you didn't make any money." I'm like. If you were here for the sole purpose of making money, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times too, there's certain vendors that I don't want to name names.
Oh no, of course not. No, we don't.
But I just think there's certain vendors that they come with this mentality of like well, this is what I normally sell at shows, and then it just kind of doesn't work for the show. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like for instance, we have a couple vendors now that are selling like back issues, like mainstream comic back issues. And I mean, I don't know how that works out. I haven't talked to them. I don't know.
Right.
Because I remember for myself, like, I tried doing that the first year, and it just kind of didn't go anywhere.
Right, because a lot of the people came for the independent books, not for mainstream, because they can get mainstream books at a lot of places now.
Yeah, so I think it's just like I think a lot of times too, it just depends on what it is and how how it's marketed and all that stuff. Because there were some people that I was just like, wow, certain booths I was just like, wow, this stuff's just flying off the shelf.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought, just because,
Yeah, you never know, because we really are, I feel like we do attract, like, people who are offbeat. People who are not looking for the typical, like, comic book stuff. I'll name a name here. It's one of my favorite booths every year, Street Rebirth. This guy brings the most creative stuff. I mean, I'm sure if some licensing person found him, he'd be in for a lot of money. But man, he has some of the coolest stuff I have seen.
Yeah.
He had all these hats that were like, because he adds stuff every year. The first year he was with us, it was purely, he mostly just did perler beads.
Yeah.
It was all perler bead stuff. But and the second year he added like stickers and he had like all these it's funny. I think he adjusts his inventory for his audience.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of East LA stuff.
Yeah.
In his stuff. He had stickers of Fernando Valenzuela. But it's cool. Because I was asking him, I was like, oh, dude, and then you see it says hand drawn stickers. Like he drew all these stickers. Like a couple of my favorites were there was a Sonic holding a bag of Funyuns and it explodes. So it looks like he had a bunch of rings. And then he had a bunch of Dave Chappelle ones where it's like all the characters from the Chappelle show. I even grabbed the print. It was like there's a Prince one. And I snagged one of those. To give to my buddy D-Lo. And he had these hats, and so he had all these parody MAGA hats.
Yeah.
Oh my god, make carne asada burritos $5 again. Oh, hell yeah.
I saw what it was like. Was it a purple one? They make the Lakers great again?
Yeah. It was like he has all this creative stuff. Like it's like every year, like I can always count like on his booth having some stuff that's just gonna make me laugh or like make me smile. Like I'm like fuck, if I had more money, I'd buy some stuff. And like I saw on his Instagram, he sold like one of those crazy pearly pieces. He sold it. It was an animated looking Joker. Yeah. And everyone was like, "Is that from a video game?" I'm like, "Nah, it looks like it's from a video game because of the perler beat style. It's very ideal for like that 8-bit kind of the 8-bit or 16-bit style of art." Yeah, that booth is like that's like he's there. He caters to his audience and like that's like you see some cool shit. And I don't know if it's still up on the Instagram, like on the East LA Cape Instagram. I went around and like talked to a lot of the vendors, and it was I learned a lot of stuff. I tried to talk to vendors that I didn't like kind of like already know from previous shows. Yeah, it was really cool hearing some of the stuff. Like some of the plots of their creator-owned books are just like out of this world. Yeah. But I saw one of the other vendors holding it was a guy there's a talking dog and like that has anxiety, and some other like it's a murder mystery, and I was like, I would read that. Yeah. And I saw one of the other vendors had. I'm like, oh, I heard about that book. I talked to that guy. I was really curious. There's some really like offbeat, like not your typical mainstream stuff that's available from all these creators.
Like that guy, he had a book. I don't know what it's called, but it was like this creepy clown. Oh and gosh! And then towards the end of the show, like someone showed up dressed up like that creepy clown.
Oh really?
And was doing the whole bit, and it was kind of creepy, man.
Oh my! Yeah. That is kind of creepy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't like this.
I know, because I feel like we had some like scary cosplayers like the first or second year. Yeah. Oh, I swear, like change the name from Comic Con. Like, we missed out on like I remember like that pretty accurate Jack Sparrow from year one. I was captured with an LA Weekly. Yeah. My mom still has that picture from LA Weekly up at the house. Nice. She has that up at the house of me and Jack Sparrow. She's like, look, my son is in LA Weekly. Like when I was like managing the crowd in year one.
That's funny.
It's it's kind of weird like, thinking about like putting it into like we've done 3 of these now. Yeah. It's like year 1, year 2, and year 3. Mm-hmm.
It's I didn't really think about that. Yeah.
If you had asked, I wasn't sure if we'd get to this far. Like, oh, I don't know. Like you always say, everything's gonna be fine. Yeah. But like the fact that like we've cranked out 3 of these now, and on top of other side shows that you've been contracted to do.
Yeah, it just keeps.
Come on out to San Gabriel.
Yeah, August 1st.
We're now August 1st, San Gabriel. There's going to be another more gray hairs added to this beard, and probably a couple over here in sympathy and stress.
Yeah, it just keeps escalating.
It's like, damn, success begets more stress.
Yeah, a little bit. It's fine.
It is what it is, right?
Like it's funny. Like when I was doing the promotion for the Cape, I was talking to the Commanders and Comics podcast.
You're on their podcast.
And I was talking, and they were just like, "How do you run a store and do a show and decide to do a comic book?" I was like, "I don't know. I just do."
You like to make your life more difficult. We say this all the time on the show.
A little bit.
It's like, oh, I survived. Okay, what can I add that won't kill me? Just keep adding stuff until you succumb to cardiac arrest.
And it's funny too because me and Miguel have been talking about possibly doing the Long Beach the Comic Expo, right? Or whatever it's called now. And so we had this idea. We're like, oh, what if we have the issue 2 in time for that? Which is like I think it's September, like late September or not. And so we had just been talking about it. And we're at the booth, and someone asked, "Oh, when's issue 2 coming out?" And the guy was like, "Oh, September." And the lady just had this look like, "What?"
I have to draw what by September?
Yeah, she had no idea. Like we hadn't even mentioned it. It was just
you hadn't even discussed it with her.
It was just an idea. It wasn't like set in stone or anything else.
It should have been maybe, ideally September.
But that's the funniest reaction. She was just like her eyes got rubbed. She was like, "What?"
I mean, she can draw like a wizard, but good God. We can't. She's a young lady. We can't stress her out. No. Then she's gonna go run and join some other publishing group. Like fan base is gonna swoop in and get her and draw some books.
It's like we won't give you insane last minute.
Yeah, Pete has a twin. Yeah, there's multiple Petes. That's the only logical explanation as to how Pete can do all these things. There's another Pete.
It's a possibility.
It's like the Prestige.
Possibility.
If you lose a finger, then then the other two has to lose the finger too.
Chop it off.
Chop off the finger, so you can have some symmetry here.
Yeah. But it's funny, man. That was a trip.
Oh, so now like you guys kind of like have to decide: can you guys write a script and have Valeria draw?
The script's halfway through.
20 pages.
The script's about halfway done. So I mean, that's what but we hadn't even mentioned it to her yet. So she seemed cool. She seemed into it. She was like, all right, that's kind of
challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Gotta get that the issue 2 cover mock-up going.
Yeah, we already have the cover, so we're good to go.
Oh, right. Then, there you go.
So that's half the battle over there, right?
Yeah, hopefully she's not up at 5 a.m. like Jim Lee drawing, or at 3 a.m. drawing a cover.
Yeah. But it's cool, man. It's really fun. That's the thing that's crazy, man. Like we had the book done, and people could not. When's issue 2 coming out? I'm like, I just finished this.
We just made oftentimes that's one of the many reasons we do this podcast, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand the process that goes into a lot of creative endeavors. Like I like to part of the mission of this show is to help people understand the whys. Yeah. When like, oh, why don't you have another issue ready? I'm like, this ain't Marvel Comics. Yeah. This isn't like it's not your full-time job. Yeah. It's not Valeria's full-time job. Yeah. It's not Miguel's full-time job to create this book. When you create these are passion projects. You work on it with the free time that you have.
Yeah, because we even thought about that too. Because I understand that because mainstream comedy is like monthly stuff, and that stuff being worked on months.
Yeah, exactly. They're freaking, and then they're dedicating all their time to it. You know, Bendis and Tom King are freaking plotting these things out a year in advance. There's artists who are being given scripts well in advance, and they're just drawing all day theoretically. Yeah. I mean, don't ask Joe Madureira. Yeah, it's a deep cut comic book joke, people. If you don't get that one, don't worry. Just roll with it. Lazy artist.
And at one point we even talked about it. We were talking about like not doing an issue, but doing like a small graphic novel.
Right, like a King said.
Yeah, we talked about doing that because that way it's like, all right.
You don't have the pressure of like, oh, we need to put another one out. We got to put another one out.
And it was also the idea of like, wow, if we only do one, well, with this we do a full story. You know, that was always the idea. You know, but
then you get picked up like The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and then coming next year on AMC, Gordo, the Teenage Flying Saucer.
Yeah, right.
Or like knowing the PC police, Gordon, the Teenage Flying Saucer.
Because you can't say that.
You can't call the boy fat.
It's hilarious in Mexico.
Yeah, the Mexican version of AMC is Gordo, the Teenage Flying Saucer. Why do they call it Gordo in Mexico? Because it's perfect. Gordito, venga, ven acá.
There was even talks about how like we're working on crowdfunding for the next issue, and Lady was all like, "That's how she is. She gets to hardcore. She's like, oh, I can animate something," and we're like, "Animate? Like, what are you talking about, right?" And so then the jokes are
with technology nowadays, my friend.
Yeah. And so of course Miguel's
sorry about that.
Miguel's like, "Oh, can you make him talk?" And she's like, "Yeah, you got someone who can do the voice." And then he was like, "It's called Solo." And I was like, "I don't think that's gonna happen."
Yeah, we don't even have a check big enough for that.
Like, I'll ask, but I don't know.
If we can get his handler to fangle something.
Maybe.
If we're talking like 5 seconds, maybe he'll just do it for fun.
Yeah, he might, you know.
I mean, he's on YouTube, so
yeah, that's true.
I don't know how much money's coming through. Oh, there's a lot of ads.
Yeah.
Disregard that, YouTube.
Did you hear about that? That they're changing their whole business model for the YouTube Premium?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how so? I have not heard this.
Well, see, the thing is, and I feel bad, right? So season 2 started.
Right.
Okay. I watched the first episode because you can watch that for free.
You can watch the first episode free.
And I watched that, and I think the last
season... I can't watch it because I still haven't finished season 1.
Yeah. And I think last year it was like episode 1 and 2 were free. Mm-hmm. So I tried watching episode 2. I was like, nope, you gotta subscribe.
You have to pay.
So I told her, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just subscribe. And I went through the process. Mm-hmm. It's like $16 a month.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was like $10 a month.
No.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, I couldn't justify it.
I mean, the show's cool. Yeah. I pay $16 for a Blu-ray set.
Yeah.
Which apparently you can find illegally.
But I told her, I was like, man, I was thinking of, because there's another show on there I wanted to watch, and so I was like,
there's another show?
Yeah, they have a couple of shows on there.
I know they have a movie like there's this comedy group that are like called Rooster Teeth. They make a bunch of video game. They make a bunch of video game related comedy stuff. So they actually had a movie.
Was it the Laser Team?
Yeah, Laser Team. Yeah.
That movie's pretty funny. I actually watched that the last time we had it for a month or whatever.
So you're saying they have this other show? Sorry.
Yeah, they have a couple other shows I wanted to watch, but I was like, and I was thinking like, I couldn't justify it. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I don't feel I have time. That's the other thing was I didn't want to get it and then not be able to use it.
We pay for all these services and we barely use them.
So I remember time I was like after the Cape, we'll get it right. Mm-hmm. And they made the announcement that I think it's like in July or August. Mm-hmm. They're gonna make all that stuff free, but with commercials.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I was like, I can wait for that.
Cool. I know Zola was saying that they're filming season 3. Confirmed. He flies out to Georgia, or maybe not. Yeah. They fly out to go film season 3. Yeah. How can we turn? Resita's right here. Yeah. Resita's right here.
It's not too expensive to film here.
But it's Resita. It's not that nice.
Yeah.
Tarzana. Sherman Oaks. Mm-hmm. They can shoot. Well, I guess they can't shoot porn out there anymore. But yeah, they're supposed to start shooting season 3 pretty soon. Yeah. Man, that kid got taller, man. Yeah. I don't know if because we interviewed him on this very channel. We interviewed the star of Cobra Kai last year during the Fairview Con, and I remember I looked so much bigger than him. It was like this, it was like this. I was like this big, and that's where Pete is, like that further back. And it's like, hello, Shono Money Duenya. We're here interviewing you. I'm a golem.
That weird side note. I love the fact that when you were talking to him, you became like Morgan Freeman. Yeah. He kept on saying like, "Oh, we've met, young man." And young man.
Oh, we've met, young man. Yeah, because nice to meet you. And I had him freaking drop that shit. I'm like, nah, bro, we met last year. Yeah. I interviewed you during Fairview Con. He's like, oh. I was like, a part of me wanted like, just let it go, Dre. I'm like, no. It wouldn't be on brand if I let it go. His mom freaking jabs us enough times. I gotta shoot a jab back. I can't just stand there and take him. I gotta be like, we met before. I interviewed you. It was hilarious. You're taller now, so maybe that's why you don't recognize me. Because you were interviewed by a monster. Yeah, he's almost my height. Spraying by weed. Mm-hmm.
Apparently, what's her face too? Paying this was a big Disney star. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, I had no idea.
We had a couple legit stars. We had some real celebrity guests at the Cape. Yeah.
That's pretty fun, man. It was pretty interesting. And she was really nice, man. She was like,
they were so freaking great. Because like a lot of people, clearly a lot of people have paid for YouTube Premium. Because a lot of people were just like falling all over themselves to go get autographs from them. And they were just endlessly nice. Yeah. To the point where like their parents were like, come on, we got to go. Yeah. Like, I think there's a great photo of me and someone else's face, like where it's like you see me there just kind of waiting because I was kind of like functioning as their security. I'm like, all right, let's get going. Yeah. They want to leave because like Zola's mom's like, time to go. Yeah. but they can't help but be nice to all these people. Yeah. And then you're telling me if she was a Disney star, then it's programmed in her brain. No. Be nice to all the people. These are the people who pay your checks.
Yeah, no, they're really cool about it. They're really cool, you know. And it's surprising because sometimes you hear these horror stories about just these younger celebrities. Too,
oh, okay. I was about to say, don't get me started with some of my Disney stories.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's just like it was refreshing, you know, to see like, oh, they're cool, you know.
With Paltrow.
Yeah.
Bad. But yeah, they were incredibly nice, and I was made a point out. I thank the crap out of them for coming down and doing the panel for us. Yeah. They had a full house. That room filled up.
Yeah, it was really fun, man. And then my only regret was I missed Javier's panel.
Yeah, I think we were all running around.
Yeah, at that point I was running around, and then I realized, it was already like half through. It was at the half-hour mark. And I was like, oh crap. And
the Latinos in comics.
No, it was a spotlight on him.
Oh, a spotlight on him. Yeah. So Los Comics.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really regret missing that one, but you know, it gets busy.
You know what? Next time he comes on the store, you can just ask him.
That's right.
Ask him to tell you some stories.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't see him.
I'm not saying like I probably know the stories, but still, like you
Probably know the story.
Would have been nice.
His art is hanging up on the wall over here. We're having an art show for him.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, man, I wish I would have said it on that one though.
Yeah, that seemed like it was a cool panel. Like, I think at that point I was just like, I don't even know. Oh, I think Rose and I were panicking about the cosplay contest at that point.
Yeah, because it was right before, right?
Yeah,
right
his panel was like he was the second to last panel.
Yeah.
And there were some other people there.
Yeah. It was cool, man. It was cool.
Yeah, I just got, you know, what was really cool was like the other side, the canopy area was like I felt like last year it didn't get a lot of love. And like, but this year I was like, holy shit! Every time I checked on that area, it just seemed filled with people. It was. I think once we got past like 12 or 1, it was slammed over the whole time.
I think what it was, I think it was just the fact that like last year we had the individual canopies, and this year we had this giant like circus tent.
We had the
circus tent.
Just put up a circus cape.
Yeah. That's because like literally like. You could see that from like down the street, man. Like, giant ass circus tent and like.
Yeah, like I think that I really think that helped draw people in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that big time. Yeah, because you can't help it. You see that you're like, what's going on over there?
What's happening there? I mean, they come. Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It was pretty fun.
A lot of things fell together.
Yeah. And then like I said, like you know, there's little things we talked about tweaking, and you know.
There are little things we can adjust for next year. That way 1 year from now we're not like, oh my god, I hate so and so. So and so is high maintenance.
Yeah. But you know, it comes with the territory, right?
Right. If you're gonna do a comic book convention, you gotta take the bad with the good. And then thankfully for us, there's a lot more good than there is bad. Like the good far outweighs the bad.
Yeah, and the thing is that you always try as hard as you can because some of these people, this is their full-time gig, and like you really don't want to like waste their time. You know, you know where they could be earning money. You know, like you really want to like make sure that they're getting.
That each of the vendors get as many people. You know, that they have potential. You know, because we were trying to help a lot of these. Yeah. Like again, like it's not for us to make money. It's for like we're helping all of these creator-owned comics. Yeah. Primarily, get them a shot. Even our friend Adolfo Monstro, he showed up a little late, but he still sold a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he had fans that bought stuff from the previous year and like came back and bought his other stuff.
He was sitting at the table making a zine. Oh, really? He had all the sheets and he was like folding them, and then he was making them on the spot.
Hey, fresh hot zines. Oh, dude, that's like you get like the freaking the Krispy Kreme. Yeah, Krispy Kreme time. Hot zines now. Yeah.
Like I guess he just ran out of time because he literally had all the sheets and he was just like, going.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, because he took the crown. It wasn't him. No, the crown for the latest arriving vendor was Han Cholo Santos Medrano, Monkey Monsters cosplay. We love you, bro. But you're the final arrival. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was probably a legitimately good reason. I can't imagine it was like for just. I probably wasn't lazy. I'm sure it was baby related. Yeah. They have a small child. Yeah. It was really cool. He was dressed up. It took me a minute until he put the scar on. I was like, oh, he's Dr. Evil. He's like prison Dr. Evil. And then his baby was like mini me, prison mini me. Yeah. And I'm like, I get it. That's awesome. It took me a minute. I was like, I don't understand. Yeah. But it was like, then once he put the scar on, I'm like, Dr. Evil.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah. That's why he was teasing it all week. Like he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys." And like,
what my cosplay is. Yeah, yeah, it was cool. Yeah, because he was Dr. Evil, and Brianna she was Silk.
Silk, yeah. And she put up a poll. To like,
what should she dress up as? Yeah, I'm sure all the prayers want her skin tight outfit. Shame, you nerds, shame.
But yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah, I think she had a good time. Yeah, she had nothing but positive things to say. I was kind of glad because she had been invited to go to another because apparently there was an anime convention going on in San Diego down in Wales. We lost the panel for due to that, but he our buddy Lamar, he was down there And then Brianna's other half, Andrew, he was down there hosting a bunch of stuff too. Also, previous guest on the podcast. So they had asked her if she would cancel on us to go down there, and she's like, no, she already committed to being here, and she had a good time.
Yeah.
And then her handler, her friend, I guess he's from the Long Beach comic convention. They have 2 names. They have 2 shows. I guess.
Yeah, there's 2. Yeah.
Comic Expo and Comic Con or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it became.
Well, I think he was telling me they actually do go through the license.
Oh.
He was telling me the fascinating process you have to go through to get the license from them. Like I think it's not even necessarily a cost thing now. It's like, well, I'm sure there's still a cost associated with it, but you have to have a certain number of like social media follows, and you have to do this. And then you can't sell certain things. It's like there's a certain like code of conduct to be a Comic Con. They get to go through. He was explaining it to me. Like after he told me he was a part of that, I'm like, oh, tell me more. I'm like, we were down there last year. We got comped a table. Like, yeah, we had to comp a lot of tables last year. Which the neighbor that we had, like he was telling. I remember he was telling us like, oh, I could have just been doing this at home, but the table was free, so I got a bunch of work done that I would have done at home. I was like, wow. And Pete, you got a commission of Gordo by the Vega twins.
Yeah.
You know what? I always forget until like when they first get there, I'm like, who are these Vega twins? And then when they put up all their, I'm like, oh, they have a lot of funny shit.
Yeah.
They have a lot of great parody stuff of like all the mainstream things.
A lot of their stuff has gone viral. Like they become memes and stuff. You know, it's like they're really cool style, man. It's really cool stuff, you know. And
yeah, it's really clean. I like their style. It's really clean. It's very animated.
Yeah. And so I remember we were sitting around. We're sitting right across from them.
Yeah, directly across.
And I remember telling Miguel and Valeria, I was like, oh, if we do well, we're gonna commission them. We're gonna commission them. And then they were just going so crazy. Like it wasn't even like halfway through the show, and I'm like, all right, we did way better than we thought. Let's get this commission going now.
Did you sell any prints?
A couple. Nothing too crazy.
Did you feel that you priced them too high? I don't know. That was a discussion that we had prior to the show. How is this too much to sell the prints? I'm like, hey, it's what you think it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all learning. Like I've never done any of that. So I mean,
you've just sold comics before.
Yeah.
And the comics are pretty easy. The price is on them.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe you sell it for a little bit less than the price. You know, hey, move the shit. Yeah. All of a sudden, I have a print.
Yeah, I don't know how this works.
I know how much it cost me to make it, but I need to make a lot. I need to make money back.
Yeah.
Realistically, I have to sell a lot of these to make the money back.
Yeah. So it's you know, it's all learning. You know, it's a learning process. And the cool thing is this year, I don't know what it was, but this year I think I met way more like vendors that we can use in the future. Like I found this printing guy down the street from the show.
Is he the one that's around Kitty Corner?
No, it's the other way. Towards Atlantic Square.
Oh, okay.
And like, yeah, he's been there forever, and he's like way better than a lot of the people that I was using before. And you know, like the T-shirt guy this year, he did it so quickly, and it was not a hassle at all.
Right, we're like you went to another vendor who shall remain nameless, and they're like, oh, sorry, I have to charge you more because there's some bullshit charge. Brr, bah, bah, bah.
And so it was cool though, because like now we have people we can go back to and we can make work with.
Exactly. The talk was a rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah.
If people are easy to work with and provide quality work, then we'll give them money.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know where this got lost somewhere. Yeah. Like you do something good and you do it well, you get rewarded.
Yeah. Because even like this guy that does Prince now, like he was telling me like the day before the show, he's like, oh, I can make comics too. I'm like, what? Like, you know, right?
You may have to have these shipped from freaking Sacramento.
Yeah, right.
I got the Gordo ones.
And we were talking about it, and I told him, I kept on telling him, like, come down to the show. If you can make comics, I got a shit ton of people I could hook you up with. You know?
There are people who will pay you. If you make quality work, people will give you money.
Yeah, because I mean,
it's all circular. It's a circle of life.
Especially because we could probably just get them the fact that they can go pick it up as opposed to having it
shipped. Like you have to pay X amount of money. That eats into the cost or into your quote unquote profit as a comic. Yeah. As a self-publishing comic owner.
Yeah.
God, there's a phrase that's more appropriate, and my brain is not working.
But yeah, that is cool, man. I had a lot of fun.
That's good. I mean, I'm glad that it all went well. Like, yeah, I stress out like just like, oh God, I hope it goes well. I hope we Like my hope was, all right, I want more people than we had year 2.
Yeah.
But not as many people as we had year 1. I don't want that. It's uncomfortable. I have to yell a lot. And then people can't walk. And then it's just sardine cans in a tiny former mortuary. And that's not fun. I mean, like, it was kind of fun. I mean, I cannot lie. Holding back a wave of people is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was the bouncer at the Nerd nightclub. Nope. No. Hold on. All right, 2 of you. I got wait. Yeah. And I was entertaining them. That was fun. But I'll take nice and calm. Like, that was another thing. Like the vendors showing up staggered. Yeah. That was so awesome. Well, that was. I don't think that'll ever happen again.
Well, that was like I sent out this really detailed email and saying like you have to park at this time. You can't line up before this time. We're not gonna let you in earlier if you come in earlier. So don't try to get there super early. Yeah. And so I think that was a lot of it. It's like, oh, okay, that's just
and people casually arrived throughout the 3 hours that we gave them to set up. Yeah. It's like, so it was like not everyone, like a year 1, like all the people were lying at that freaking 7 in the morning. Like, report time was 8, you jerks. Yeah. It's like we had this like parade of vendors, all trying to get in, and we're like walking them one at a time to their tables, like no. Like this year it was like, oh, okay, there's the venues slowly filled up. And Rudy had the map, our mall directory. Yeah. As I think at one point Rudy's fiance put, "You are here" in front of the information booth. I think Rudy finally understood the utility of the information booth this time around.
And I think the thing too, that when we had the real MEPs were the volunteers.
Yeah. Oh, seriously.
Because like we got stuff done so much quicker than years before. Right. Because we had a lot more help.
Instead of just the 6 or 7 of us trying to do it all ourselves. Yeah. Those are the real MEPs.
Yeah, because. Because I think it was Friday, right? Like, you had texted me at 7:30, and you're like, how's it going? I'm like, we're almost done.
Because like I got home from work, I made sure, fed me and my lady. I'm like, all right, time to go. I'm like, I'm gonna go help them out. Oh, we're done. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna stay here and fight the printer then.
Because we were pretty much done at that point. Because literally there was a lot of time where like they were just like, what do you want us to do? I'm like, oh, I don't know, go do this.
Put the tables up. Yeah. Put chairs. Do this.
Yeah, it's like literally how it went, and it was just like because I think we had put up all the majority of the tables before Rudy had even gotten back.
Oh, really?
And so when he got back, I was like, straighten them out.
So what happened with the chairs then? Yeah. Why did I have to become the chairman? I am now the chairman of the East LA Cape. Chair-man. Yeah. Not the chairs.
That's a long story.
Remember the chairs up on Friday night? I remember throwing all those chairs out myself Friday night last year. 2 per table. Also, I come out, I'm like, why do we have only 1 chair per table? Why are the folding chairs here? Ah!
Yeah.
So
that was the whole thing. Yeah.
I think my blood pressure was like rising. DDP would have been mad at me for allowing my blood pressure to get so high. Oh, you gotta control your blood pressure. Yeah. Get out.
But it was cool, man. Like it was a nice balance.
Yeah, like I talked about, Joanna said the same thing. It was a nice balance. It was a good balanced show. It was great. I had fun. We had, like, the committee had fun. Clearly, a lot of the people had fun. We haven't had any crazy negative comments on the internet, and it's been like 48 hours.
Yeah, so I mean,
usually the super negative comments are like, I think there was one dumb comment, but like I said, yeah, wipe that off. Whatever. You can be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, people are going to find something to complain about,
Yeah, those people are just going to complain about. Just like people can always complain about the length of our shows. Yeah. Because we're over an hour here. Yeah. You can always find us at Dre GP Podcast. That works on Twitter. That works on Facebook. Pretty soon it's going to work on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube. All of our episodes, I've been dedicated to putting them up. I sit here afterwards. I download the episode from Facebook, post it on the YouTube, and if you check out our YouTube page, there are now other videos. I've been taping a little short Dre's Retro Gaming Minute. Not a big commitment. They're usually no longer than 2 minutes. I talk about a game. I grab a game at work and talk about it. There's going to be one posting tomorrow. A little sneak preview. It's going to be about F-Zero. That's going to be up tomorrow. when I get that edited out, because I posted the first one without any editing. I'm going to actually edit and add graphics and things.
Oh, nice.
Because I realized, I can do that on my iPhone. Oh, yeah, I have iMovie. Oh, yeah, I can do cool things. So that'll be going up. This video will be up on YouTube afterwards. Hey, we're getting more subscribers on YouTube, which is awesome. You know what else you can do? Friends, if you want to support the show, we have a Patreon. Go to our Patreon. There's exclusive content goes up on the Patreon. I'll probably put up some other gaming videos on the Patreon as well. We already have one awesome patron, Daniel Wong. You're awesome. You're the real MVP. Join if you want to financially help the show. It can be as low as $1 a month to support the show. Give us $12 a year. That helps me pay. I bought some brand new cables. We're going to be buying. I have to buy other things to support the show. Gotta figure out how to download or upload a freaking gaming videos using some of this other stuff that I need to get. So please support the show. And if you can't support the show financially, there's other ways to support it without having to give us money. You can always share our videos. I summoned him. I summoned Daniel Wong out of the blue. He just made it in. Just when he gets his props as being our patron. You can support the show by sharing the show on your Facebook, sharing the show on Twitter, sharing the show on Instagram. Just share, like the videos, subscribe. If you don't already like or subscribe to our page or subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on all things at Dre GP Podcast, and share it. Share it with other people. That if you can't give us money, you can share the show, and that'll help spread the word of Dre's Geek Philosophy around the world. You can also follow Pete Malini at Nostalgia Books and Comics, and you can also follow at East LA Cape. There might be more announcements coming soon.
Might be something coming up. Maybe.
There might be something coming up sooner than a year.
Maybe.
We'll
see.
We'll see what happens. We're crazy. We want to drive ourselves mad. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Follow at East LA Cape for more updates.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely going to be another. Well, it's not a Cape show, but it's a Cape Run show. It's gonna be what did you say? August 1st. August 1st. We're gonna die.
Yeah. It'll be fun, man.
I'm gonna stand by him with 2 Duffel bitters and a phone that says 911. I'm gonna be ready. Well, actually, with cell phones, I can just dial 911 and just wait.
That's true.
And then hit the little green button.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure to share, like, subscribe. If you do have a little money, hey, become a patron.
There you
go. $1. I'm asking. The $1. And you get some extra videos. You get some extra audio. I will make posts dedicated to you. I made a post dedicated to Daniel Wong right off the bat the other day. It's awesome. Yeah. See right there. Daniel Wong. Easily my favorite show, especially now that Game of Thrones is over. Thank you, Daniel. You're the best, brother. I will always appreciate your support, Mr. Daniel Wong. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're listening to this on an audio medium, you can get this on Spotify.
Oh.
There's lots of places. I got to figure out the whole Google Play thing. I guess there's a lot of people who don't use who primarily use Google Play. But it was cool. I got a few more subscribers at the Cape.
Oh, nice.
Because thankfully, after I did my 5 minutes of stand-up / thing, like Brown was like, he has a podcast, and people after the panel were coming up to me. I'm like, oh, they wanted to get my information, and got a couple more subscribers.
Oh, there you go.
For the audio show.
There you go.
We're growing. We're growing this thing.
That's the way to do it.
Next week, I'm going to E3. We'll probably talk about that more next Monday. I'm going to E3. I'm going to do some videos. Do what our former executive producer Sam Zia did not do and get us content. I'm going to go get content. There's going to be video game content throughout the week next week. I'm going to at least go for one day, whatever I can afford to take off from work, and get us some exclusive video content directly from the Electronic Entertainment Expo next week. So we'll see you on Wednesday for the Multiverse Comic Show, talking about comics with Pete Malini here. Have yourselves a good week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Good night.